Hello everyone, Will the Outlaw here, and today we're going to be taking a look at Transformers Studio Series Transformers 1 Sentinel Prime. The Transformers 1 toy line is kind of a weird one, with some of the main characters getting two mainline figures. While I skipped the mainline release, I decided to go all in with the Studio Series, and the New Waves recently released both a deluxe in B127 and the first Voyager for the one line Sentinel Prime. I think the packaging and overall presentation looks really good on this guy, and I gotta say, I ended up liking this figure way more than I anticipated. The character of Sentinel Prime has always been kind of antagonistic, and John Hamm's portrayal is no exception. While I thoroughly enjoyed the performance and look of him, I never thought I would see a more cartoonish version than the one we got in animated. Taking a look at the figure itself, and the size of this figure does not do it justice. This feels very much like a Voyager with its weight and plastic quality. This thing is mostly blue and yellow, but there's a lot of paint that does a great job in bringing out the various details in the mold. The chest is very impressive, with it consisting of multiple pieces that come together to form a very screen accurate design. It kinda has a Seeker type look, with the pecs and shoulder pauldrons looking like Starscream and the rest of the Seekers. Even though the wings are thin and hollow, it kinda works for the figure's design. The shape of them really adds to the intimidation factor of the figure's silhouette. One thing I really appreciate with the designs of this film is that you can really tell who they are based on the silhouette, and Sentinel Prime here is definitely no exception. In fact, aside from Prime, I think Sentinel here looks the best out of the figures released so far. The head sculpt is way nicer than the promotional photos would have you think. I was really turned off by the babyface look of the promos, so I was very happy to see that the physical head is this good. The paint apps here are premium level nice, with the silver and gold making a perfect combination. I only wish they kinda skipped the neutral look and gone more with an arrogant, evil smirk he does throughout the film. So the biggest selling point that this figure has is its ability to go into a battle mode, something I wish more Transformers could do. His transformation into that mode is more involved than I expected and has a couple of surprises in hand. To get to this mode, flip the chest down and flip up the face mask. I'm really impressed by the engineering going on in the neck and headpiece. Take out the shoulder guns, slide out the chest pieces, move the wrist parts, leg cannons flip out like this, and finally flip out the feet thrusters. The battle mode, while not the best looking thing in the world, is still a very cool and very welcome addition to the figure's play pattern, and in all honesty, probably my favorite thing about this figure. Like I said before, I really wish more bots would have this feature, but this just makes this guy a more unique and necessary addition to your Transformers 1 collection. Surprisingly, the battle mode doesn't get in the way of articulation. The mechanism that the head is on has a genius design that allows full movement regardless of if the mask is on or not. Shoulders can move up and down, in and out, bicep swivel, 90 elbows, waist swivel, legs that can go forward, back, in and out, thigh cut, 90 knees, and foot articulation with an ankle tilt. This thing is a blast to pose. While he isn't the most poseable, he can pretty much do anything from doing a real smug, regal pose to a full-on blast your face off while looking cool doing it pose. I honestly think that the lack of accessories is due to the inclusion of the battle mode. What he does come with still works though. This set includes these two blasters and this really groovy hot pink shield. There are many options in regards to how you use these things. The shield can combine with the blasters on his arm, or they can be held in his hands or biceps, Seeker style. As much as I absolutely love everything the bot mode does, the transformation is kind of disappointing with how simple it is. It's pretty standard, with the head flipping around, the arms coming down and clipping on the bottom and sides, and the legs combining to form the back thrusters. The Cybertronian Jet Alt mode is a perfect combination of a Concorde and whatever Cyclone is turned into. This jet mode is sleek, sturdy, whose aesthetic goes perfectly with the look of Transformers 1. There's far less paint visible in this mode, but the different color plastics offer a nice combination, with the blues just as dominant as gigantic yellow wings. The little paint there is placed on the wings here, along with the wing-mounted blasters. The only other painted part is the gold cockpit window and nose cone. While there is technically no landing gear, the chest piece can be lowered and be used as a makeshift gear. It's not much, but it keeps the painted bottom pieces off the ground. I really like how the accessories are used in this mode, with the guns being placed alongside the front piece here, and the shield fitting snugly here on the back of the plane. This figure is pretty heavy for a Voyager and makes swooshing this thing a total blast. This thing has a nice big footprint, and while borrowing more than a few cues from the Kingdom Cyclonus mold, does its own thing and is one of the best looking and feeling jet modes I've gotten in a while. I honestly didn't think the Studio Series 1 line could get any better than the Optimus Prime, but Sentinel Prime is leaps and bounds one of the best figures released so far. Everything this figure does, the posing, the accessories, the triple modes, feels like a unique experience that few modern figures can say about themselves. All in all, this is one of the best representations of Sentinel Prime ever done, and this figure goes hard with the look, presence, articulation, and overall value, all within a stuffed Voyager price point. Bottom line, whether you collect this particular subline of Studio Series or not, Sentinel Prime is still a great pickup and has enough going for it to stand on its shelf alone or in a collection. Well, that was my look at Transformers Studio Series Transformers 1 Sentinel Prime. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see y'all soon.
Laters!
Check out my Patreon for early access to my videos and shoutouts on future videos. Join up and let's talk toys.